Let's get though across SUDA Pharma. It's a med tech, it's local, but it's had a hurdle cleared when it comes to its flagship insomnia drug. Pretty wild ride on the exchange. It has garnered a bit of attention. I think it was up by close to 130% yesterday after the Therapeutics Goods Administration approved its MIST, which treats short-term insomnia. CEO Michael Baker joins us live. Michael, welcome. This mist sounds extraordinary. It is flavored. It helps you with your insomnia. I guess I'm curious more so about what Therapeutic Goods Administration approval actually grants you.
Yeah, sure. It's a great question, and thank you both. It's a pleasure to be on the program. But certainly, as you rightly pointed out, we had TGA approval of our first product in our portfolio, ZolpiMist, and we're very excited by that. And what a TGA approval means is that we have a product now, once it gets listed on the ARTG, so the Therapeutic Goods list, that we can commercialise it throughout Australia, which is particularly exciting. And for the product itself, as you rightly pointed out, it is a novel way to treat insomnia. And the way that comes about is for SUDA, we actually specialise in taking drugs that exist as solid dose forms and then convert them into oral sprays, so that if you can spray that directly into your mouth, it actually crosses the lining of the cheek, gets into the bloodstream a lot faster. And so we see that if we're able to do that for products like a treatment for insomnia, they work far more efficient, which is great for patients.
Okay, so we'll work on the assumption that it actually fixes the problem that it's designed to do, which is insomnia, which would drive, you insane if you suffered from it. It's pretty serious. But again, this therapeutic drugs approval, it doesn't necessarily mean you're selling any of it. So, what is the process to get this into pharmacies, to get this into people's hands, to get it flying off the shelves, presumably?
Yeah, exactly. And so just to point out, so that's right. SUDA, we specialise in the drug development stages and the registration of drugs with regulators like the TGA. And so the process for us is that we selectively work with partners, not just for Australia, but also globally, that will take a charge of the sales, marketing and distribution. And already in South America, we've got Teva as one of our partners with the license to supply agreement. So the world's largest generics manufacturer for Brazil, Chile and Mexico. And we're also working with Mitsubishi Tanabe Pharma for the Philippines, Singapore and Malaysia, and also South Korea, which is particularly exciting. And so we are in negotiations and discussions to secure an Australian partner. And that's certainly taking a lot of our focus moving forward. We hope to have that partnership underway before the end of 2020.
2020, so if you get a partnership in 2020, could be on the shelves when?
Yeah, well, once we have the partnership up and running, we'd still need to give our manufacturers a sensible amount of lead time so that we can prepare for a commercial launch. And so if that's a few months, so hopefully in the first half of 2021.
Okay.
Michael, to do all this, it does cost money, of course. I know that you've got a rights offer currently underway. How is that faring at the moment?
Yeah, that's going pretty well. We're getting good support from our shareholder base, which is nice to see and very important. I can't give too much details on where it's exactly at, but we're happy with the level of support at this stage, which is good.
Okay.
When I was reading up for the interview, I noticed that you previously had a capital raise that was canned. There was also an alliance agreement that led to you being temporarily suspended from the exchange. What's happening in that space at the moment?
Yeah, sure. It's a good question. And so a key part of the leadership team, myself included, and the board is really about securing new technologies to bring into the business. And unfortunately for that one, we thought it was a wonderful opportunity. And we did have to announce, unfortunately, at the end of that suspension period that we wouldn't be proceeding with that particular transaction. But part of our business strategy moving forward is to look to bring new technologies that support our portfolio. We currently have a focus on oncology assets, but also like the insomnia treatment, those in the central nervous system space. But looking forward to bringing new things into the business.
Yeah, is it correct that that placement did close? The offer closed yesterday, was it?
No, that was a little while ago. That placement was about
that particular one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Michael, thank you so much for getting us across the detail. It obviously has caught a few eyes, that massive share price rise that we saw yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. And again, it's a pleasure to be on, and we're thrilled to have our first product approved by the TGA. Thank you again.